Hopefully you did enjoy some sunshine today because we will be talking about another complex system moving in for our Wednesday. Let's go ahead and get right to it as we're getting later into the evening. Starting to already notice some of those higher clouds moving in, and I think at least the rest of our Tuesday still going to be looking mostly dry. Now, some of the newer data coming in, this is 6 o'clock by Wednesday morning. Still notice a lot of that precipitation is just off to our south, so it does look like a little bit more of this snow mix will be holding off at least a few more hours, but you still are going to be talking about a lot of that precipitation moving in, especially as we're going into mid-late morning by the time we reach the lunch hour on Wednesday. Notice all the colors. Going areas from our central counties, it's probably going to be a little bit more of a mix. Some wets and even some heavy snow for northern lower going into eastern upper as we are getting into Wednesday morning by the early afternoon. Eventually, we are going to start to see some of that warmer air taking over. Now, a brief period of some freezing rain or sleet is going to be there. The good news is with that mixed precipitation chance, the time frame, or at least the time length, we're not looking to be as long. So that's going to be the better news we can take. But by the time we're getting into Wednesday afternoon by the evening, especially south of the Mackinac Bridge, we are going to be warm enough to where we're talking just about some rain. And there probably is going to be a few thunderstorms in the mix. If we have any more frozen precipitation hanging out, that's going to be looking better as you're going into eastern upper. But still, later into the day on Wednesday by the evening, still that chance will be there for some rain and even probably a few rumbles of thunder. Heavy rain, some gusty winds, even some small hail. Not going to be completely out of the question. But the good news again, with this system, at least compared to the weekend, we're done and over with it by the time we're getting right there into Thursday morning. It could have a few lingering showers, areas near the straits as you go into Thursday morning. But that's really going to be the extent of any precipitation as we're getting later into the day on Thursday. So I do think at least initially there is going to be the chance we could talk about some minor accumulations with the snow. That's going to be looking better throughout the late morning and even still closer to the lunch hour, especially where you're talking about some of those darker blues, probably at least a few inches of snow. Quickly melting though. Let's go ahead and talk about the ice too. Now the latest data coming in right here still does show some spots. Potentially could be getting closer to 1/10 of an inch, but the good news is it does look like we're spreading it out and it's not going to be confined to one area for a longer period of time. Obviously, we don't want any ice, but at least the amounts over a good portion of the viewing area not looking as significant as what we were talking about from the weekend. However, as you're going south of M72, that severe threat is going to be with us as we get into Wednesday afternoon by the evening. And it's not just going to be for us into Michigan. You're talking about a good portion of the country all the way to the Tennessee Valley. Probably talking about some strong to severe storms. Case in point, going to be a day to stay weather aware as we get into tomorrow. Temperatures out there right now, Pickford, you're talking about numbers in the upper 20s, 29 degrees. And as we take you to McBain right now, mid-30s out there for this afternoon into the evening. Temperatures for the rest of tonight, we will be cold enough at least to start off as mainly snow. That moves in as we get past the midnight hour, and you're still talking about that better chance for some snow, if not some mixed showers, as we take you into eastern upper tip of the mid. Also check out the winds as we're getting into the day tomorrow. It's going to be a windy day. You're talking about some wind gusts potentially near 40 miles per hour. 40s, if not even some 50s by the afternoon into western lower. Same deal into eastern lower as we take you later into the afternoon. Again, starting as snow, changing over to some rain as we're going later into the day. Temperatures, there you go, throughout central lower. There's a look at those numbers. A little bit warmer there. Still plenty of 40s, if not even some 50s by the afternoon. We're done with that system by Thursday morning. A spotty chance in the morning. At least we're drier to end the week, Adam. And the temperatures a little bit warmer too, helping with that melting process. 40s, if not some 50s.